Hi, I'm Eric Holtan, founding music director of True Concord. I want to take a few moments to share with you some reflections about the past year and some of the highlights in the year ahead. After our nationally acclaimed bubble season of outdoor and online concerts, we were able to return last year to our indoor venues and safely gather our artists and audiences for a rewarding season of music making, all under the indispensable guidance of Dr. Eve Shapiro, our medical advisor. I'm grateful to everyone who had a role in our safe return to the concert hall this past year, and thank you for your vigilant commitment to our health and safety protocols. I can't tell you how gratifying it was to see a return to more robust audiences for what felt like a joyful reunion with the fuller True Concord family. I'm especially grateful for the opportunities to introduce you to Vaughan Williams's powerful Dona Nobis Pacem, premiere Jake Runested's compelling Earth Symphony, create new partnerships with Biosphere 2, Manzo Elementary School, the Southwest Climate Adaptation Science Center, and UA College of Science. Give our long-awaited performances of Bach's B minor Mass, among many other highlights last season. For those who weren't ready to join us in person this past year, we were pleased to be able to bring our concerts to you online through our partnership with Arizona PBS. And we're delighted those video presentations have garnered 4 Emmy nominations, 3 for sound production by Arizona PBS, and 1 for Jake's Earth Symphony. We look forward to continuing to provide these online concerts this next season to our fans here in Southern Arizona and around the world. None of this would be possible without the immense generosity of our supporters. Not only were we able to keep making music and giving concerts during these times of unprecedented challenges, we finished the last 2 fiscal years in the black, a tremendous feat for an arts organization in the pandemic, thanks to a little help from Uncle Sam, but mostly from the heroic efforts of our donors. In fact, we had our best back-to-back years ever in contributed giving, and I'm happy to report that True Concord is in a strong financial position as we begin our 19th season. Thank you. We're all proud of our world-class musicians, and I'm blessed to be able to work with these incredibly talented artists and amazing human beings who have dedicated their lives to making art for the enrichment of others, even under the most challenging circumstances. We also have an incredibly dedicated board, staff, and army of volunteers whose work behind the scenes make everything on stage possible. We're especially grateful for our artist hosts and concert volunteers who went the extra mile this past year to ensure a safe environment for our artists and audiences. Last year, we welcomed Wells Kaufman to our team as our first full-time managing director, a position we have aspired to create for many years. In just his first year, Wells's immense expertise and experience have had a big impact on our operations and in our pursuit of our strategic goals. We said goodbye to our engagement specialist, Chantal Leon, this summer, who is getting married and leaving Tucson with our thanks and best wishes. And we're pleased to welcome Madison Owen as our new engagement specialist. Madison comes to us from North Carolina. A previous stint in Tucson with Habitat for Humanity, however, caused her to fall in love with the desert, and she's delighted to be back here. She joins Josh Keeling, our operations manager, going into his 5th year with True Concord, as your primary contacts with the organization in the office and at the concerts. They are here for you and your questions and assistance anytime. Additionally, we're glad to have back for another year Assistant Director Phil Moody Artist Housing and Transportation Coordinator Naomi DeVries Pomerantz, Production Stage Manager Josh Shaney, and Consultant Sean Campbell. I want to thank our outgoing board chair, Nancy March, whose 2-year term ended in June. She had no idea what was in store when she agreed to be chair just before the onset of the pandemic, and her fearless leadership through it was truly remarkable. I'm grateful that she will remain on the executive committee as vice chair for strategic initiatives. I'm pleased that Eve Shapiro has been elected as our new board chair for the next 2 years. Eve enjoyed a successful career as a leading pediatrician here in Tucson, and she continues to serve the community with her medical expertise. She leads a very accomplished and distinguished group of community leaders that make up our board of directors, including 3 new members. We welcome Marcela Molina, Artistic Director and Executive Director of the Tucson Girls Chorus, Luis Villa, Senior Manager and Software Engineer at Raytheon, and Wes Moulton, Office and Program Administrator at Valley Assistance Services and the organist and accompanist at Valley Presbyterian Church in Green Valley. Our artists, staff, and board and I are proud to bring you our 19th season, which promises more great music, including Haydn's Creation, Rachmaninoff's Vespers, the long-awaited world premiere of Jocelyn Hagen's work celebrating women, and our season opening performances of the Southwest premiere of Tim Takash's Helios. We're thrilled that guest artists John Delancey of Star Trek fame will join us for a special prologue to Tim's work, and that Metropolitan Opera star Susanna Phillips will share the stage with us for Mozart's Exultate Jubilate and as the featured soloist on Jocelyn's piece. What's more, we invite you to hear Susanna and 2 of our beloved core artists, Emily Marvish and Edward Vogel, in close-up performances in 3 of Tucson's intimate and beautiful spaces. Susanna at UA's Holsclaw Hall, Emily in the Century Room at Hotel Congress, and Edward under the stars in Hacienda del Sol's inner courtyard. After COVID interruptions, we're excited to return to the studio this spring to record our next album, Jake Runested's Dreams of the Fallen and his Earth Symphony, both of which wowed our audiences in local performances. We anticipate a release next autumn. I'm also very excited to announce a first for True Concord. Our fans are familiar with the excellence of composers Jocelyn Hagen and Tim Takash from our performances of their works. Many of you know they make a dynamic performing duo known as Nation. But did you know that they're married and have 2 sons? Well, now they're also known as True Concord's first composers in residence. I very much look forward to working closely with Jocelyn and Tim in various ways in this new role with us, including the ongoing identification of new works and composers, the expansion of our outreach programs to youth and the community, the adjudication of our annual Stephen Paulus Emerging Composers Competition, and of course, the performance of more of their music. If you haven't yet met Jocelyn and Tim, you'll soon find them to be incredibly warm, down-to-earth, smart, and very talented people. I'm very proud to welcome them to our True Concord family. We have many more exciting plans to share with you in time as we look to our 20th anniversary season and beyond. Thank you again for your support of True Concord. You know, it is Shakespeare from whom we get our name. He described music's power to bring people together as true concord. And the meaning of concord is hearts together. The artists, staff, board, and I have felt your heart with us these past 2 years, and we sincerely hope you have felt ours in our commitment to making and bringing music to you wherever you have been. I hope you'll join us again this season for concert experiences that move, enrich, and inspire with music that is out of this world.